Hey, what's up, Aries? Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, whatever it is for you. Welcome back to Steampunk Psyche. I hope you enjoyed that. I'm going to start doing those before the reading so we can get our minds wrapped around peace and serenity and that kind of situation. But listen, Aries, we are going to get started. I wasn't even prepared. I don't even have my cards out, but I just wanted to say I just dropped out some new videos for all signs. So if you haven't checked those out yet, you could go to the playlist, and I believe I put that in the collective. I will leave a video at the end of this one if you want to check it out. Aries, I hope your morning's going good. I hope that your February is going even better than January. Anyway, all right, Aries, we're going to get started with your reading. I'm going to shuffle up. If you're brand new to the channel, I'm JT. Welcome in. I appreciate you being here. If you have not subscribed yet, hit that subscription button, you guys. Thumb up the videos if you enjoy them or appreciate them, or if you have any comments you'd like to leave about the readings or things you'd like to see, let me know in the comments. As you know, I like to let the integrity of the cards speak, okay? So I don't really like to sugarcoat anything for anybody. I'm not trying to keep you around with a bunch of word salad, okay? I believe we can learn from these cards, so the cards tell a story, and we can always learn from them. All right, Aries. I think maybe one more time. Maybe one more time. You can fast forward to the beginning if you'd like. All right, and we are going to take a look, Aries, at the present energy right now, okay? In the current energy, we have the Fool, okay? I will be showing you all of these cards up close, okay? Even on the down view, but I'll bring them up to you and let you see them. But you have the Fool in your present energy. I'll start with your present energy, go to your crossing challenge, lay them out, and then we'll go through them and clarify, okay? Okay, so your next card is your crossing challenge. What is the crossing challenge for Aries? We have the Ten of Cups, okay? So a brand new beginning, a brand new family, perhaps the idea or mindset of a new relationship, one that's evolving or one that, one is in progress. I don't know. We're going to take a look though, okay? Like I said, I'm going to lay these out and then we will clarify the cards for you, okay? So Aries, we're going to look at your foundation card. In the foundation, we have the Ace of Wands. In the recent past, we have the Five of Wands. In the possibilities, we have the Ace of Pentacles. And in the near future, we have the Ten of Pentacles. Interesting. Cool. Okay. So the next set here, we're going to look at the self, how you're showing up. See the High Priestess. I'm going to put these over here. That's how you're showing up, the High Priestess. In the environment around you, we have the Six of Swords. In the hopes, fears, wishes, and worries, we have the Nine Swords. And in the outcome and direction, we have the King of Cups. All right, Aries. So right off the bat, I'm seeing definitely we're talking about relationship related here. In the like I said, in the underlying energies, we have the Fool card. Okay, so the Fool represents for you some brand new start. The Fool could be you taking a chance, taking a risk. Perhaps you're thinking about reaching out to somebody, some particular person. I do kind of have a both feminine and masculine kind of energy involved here, so this could apply to either or. But yeah, definitely a brand new beginning, a brand new start of something, some adventure. And then your crossing challenge being your Ten of Cups. So Um, I don't really like the word challenge, but the thing of it is anything that's coming across or in your path is what I'm trying to get at with that. So definitely some kind of a family institution, some kind of a structure, some kind of a stability. And this could be the mindset as well. Like this could be talking about, say, for instance, monogamous relationships. It doesn't have to apply to that. It could also apply to polyamorous or throuple, whatever it is. But the mindset being that there is some comfort, there is some safety, there is that structure around, family oriented or whatever. So, okay, and that being in your crossing challenge. Now we're going to take a look at the underlying energies, okay, the foundation, what may be laying in the subconscious mind. And it appears to be there is a passion, a fire, okay? Um, the Ace of Wands is an emotional clarity card, an emotional aha, okay? It's like, um, it also talks about a fiery, passionate energy. Some people want to say honey, but, you know, um, and this could be energetically speaking as to, a passion or desire for, a particular thing or something, okay? Whether that's music or art or, a lover, it doesn't matter. But it's a passion, it's a fire. It's divinely given to you. So this is an inspired act. This is some kind of an awakening of the senses, okay? Kundalini, whatever. All right, your next card in line is the recent past. Somewhere along the line in the recent past, there was um, an emotional chaos going on, okay, a turmoil. And it makes sense with that Ace of Wands being in the underlying energy as okay, I've got some clarity now. So it appears that you've moved on it now and away from some kind of an emotional turmoil. Something was on your mind, something broke loose eventually, okay? This could have been a while, could have been, some emotional stress. It could have been, past traumatic injury or some kind of a, relationship status or something like that. But this was in the recent past, and I feel like with the Ace of Wands now being in your, current energy, what's lying underneath is you're definitely seeking the clarity or the emotional stability, that type of information, whatever that involves for you. Excuse me. Okay, so the next card we're talking about is the possibilities, okay? When the law of universe says when one door closes, another door opens, and it appears that you have an Ace of Pentacles in the mix. So the Garden and the Gate is a divine offering. It is solace. It is a beginning of a financial stability or a financial means. It doesn't always have to represent financial, but the pentacle in the hand of the divine, that a door is going to open. This could be work related, could be relationship related, opportunities, in other words. So major opportunities about to open up for you. We call it the Garden and the Gate. You see the background there with that garden. But what that represents is you're about to walk into something beautiful, okay? Or you're about to enter into something beautiful. The gate represents that which is the unknown, but also there's going to be a sense of a divine knowing. It's like it's not going to be second guessing if this is a new job or new opportunity. It's going to feel very smooth. Something's going to act very smooth, and it's going to be very pleasing to you, okay? Okay, now in the near future, it appears that we have the Ten of Pentacles, which just verifies what I just said. So the near future is this Ten of Pentacles energy. This is legacy. This is you're building something, creating. You could be starting a business or a business opportunity that allows you to get stable, okay? The stability in the Ten of Pentacles is everything from, family orientation. It's like the all around peace. You're finally coming into this place that's secure and comfortable for you. This could be somebody handing a business over to you, or you taking control over a business, or you're starting your own business. This is also talking about partnership. Okay, we could be talking about some kind of dynamic here where you meet a person or a person. You guys become closer and closer, and eventually turn into lovers or whatever it is. But it looks like there's going to be a situation where there's definitely some stability taking place here. Okay, it's really interesting. It's cool. Okay, so the next we are talking about the self, how you're showing up here. And in the self, we have the high priestess, okay? High priestess could be representing, a Pisces energy. Doesn't have to be, but it could be. She wears the triple moon crown up here on the crown chakra. So, but she represents the very high intuition, intuitively. So there is something about you that you have a knowing, okay? It's like not only are you mentally aware, mentally astute, but you've done some work. You had that Ace of Wands as your underlying energy. So there's something about your intuition right now is at play. It's kind of like you've got a hunch. I know that something's about to take place. Okay, something is about to unfold here, and so it's got you alert. You're paying attention to red flags. You're paying attention to your thoughts. Your energy, where you stand. That's a really good place to be. Okay, this next card, we're talking about the environment around you. It appears that you are really, really focused in on yourself. You've got the Six of Swords here. Perhaps some childhood wounding that you have eventually made your way through. It makes sense with the Ace of Wands, and then the Five of Wands after that, being in the recent past. So you've done the work, is what I'm feeling here. I feel like somebody's really becoming stabilized, okay? Um, and so you're moving away from emotional turmoil with the choppy waters and moving into, some more calmer waters, basically, for yourself, for your life. So that's the environment around you. At least that's the way you perceive your life right now, the way you feel that this is what you need. These are your boundaries, okay? And that's a wonderful, wonderful card. Okay. The next one is the hopes, fears, wishes, and worries. And what I kind of feel like with this card, with the Nine of Swords, a lot of people want to take it as negative, but really what it's signifying in this position, hopes, fears, wishes, and worries. You just don't want to go back to where you've been. It's kind of like I don't want to lose any more sleep over this past stuff. Okay, I've struggled enough. I saw in the recent past with the the Five of Wands, right? Chaos, turmoil. This could be past relationship. It could be family. You did have the Ten of Pentacles further on down the line in the near future. It could be something from the past that you just don't want to fall back into that same situation. So you may have a little bit of an emotional trigger on that. So that Nine of Swords can also represent that. Okay, not going to lose any more sleep. The reason I say that is because in your next card right here, you have the King of Cups. So a definite romance, a definite energy of a romantic, emotionally under control. This does not have to apply to relationship. Now, what I'm getting at is that I feel like whoever this is for, Aries, I feel like somebody has really done some emotional work, okay? This doesn't have to apply to a relationship, okay? And I don't want to disappoint anybody, but the way these cards are falling, this really just tells me that somebody is kind of like just seeking confirmation to go, yeah, I really have been healing. I really been doing the work. The excuse me, the King of Cups. I got to get some coffee. Hang on. Yeah. So the King of Cups is emotionally grounded. The King of Cups does not any longer allow external energy to affect his emotions. He can remain astute, remain aware, composure. And so this is representing to me, even though this is this masculine figure here, it doesn't have to be the masculine. It's just an energy. It could definitely be the feminine energy. But it's emotionally grounded and very well centered. So Aries, I feel like, I could clarify this card, the King of Cups. But I feel like the cards have really spoken here that somebody is just like seeking confirmation. If there's any particular thing, instead of clarifying that King of Cups, what I'd like to know is just, is this clarification for Aries, because like I said, there's your Fool journey being your, present energy and everything. So I'm kind of just like going to clarify if there's any other information that the universe needs you to know. Is there anything else that Aries needs to know in this reading Yeah. We've got the Seven of Pentacles. Okay. Really cool. Yeah. You're doing the work. It's paying off. Okay. And it's patience. The Seven of Pentacles has, these could be representing all of this emotional, in the past, the struggle, the strife, the, things that you've had to work against, and you've planted a seed. You're waiting for it to, just to come into fruition. So we're definitely talking about an advancement. The energy does tell me that there is definitely some kind of an advancement. This could be work related, could be a promotion. It could also represent both of those aspects, that there is a relationship, and there's also, with the King of Cups, that you're being very patient, and then there's something, everything seems to be going smooth. Aries, I think the only reason that Nine of Swords shows up is because you're worried that when things are really good, are they going to fall apart again? That is such a common human, I do that all the time. I was kind of raised in that. Well, hell, I've seen nothing but negative and negative and negative. And so you come to expect that. That's just the brain talking to you. And that's what the Nine of Swords represents, that the brain you're listening to, it's trying to keep you, kind of held in a spot that keeps you safe, your body safe, your nervous system safe. But it also lies to you a lot. And we know this about the brain, okay? It's challenging to step outside of a place that's comfortable. Um, and sometimes it's challenging to accept peace into your life. These cards are showing completely the opposite. They're showing emotional healing. Excuse me. They're showing emotional healing. They're showing financial stability. They're showing loyalty and family and structure. Okay. And they're showing definite high priestess. And so you're in your high divine feminine nature that says, intuitively speaking, I'm going to be your guide. I'll be right here for you. Aries, listen, it's a beautiful reading. I love you. I'll give you one last view of it. And then I'm going to go ahead and close this reading. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, give it a thumbs up. I appreciate it. If you haven't subscribed, go ahead and hit that subscription button. Turn your notifications on, and hopefully I will get to see you on the next reading. All right, Aries, I love you and I appreciate you. We'll see you. All right, bye-bye.